Hi everyone, it's Dr. Natalie here. I just wanted to post a quick thing that's kind of come up since deciding to run this retreat, and I wanted to thank all of you, especially the women who have decided to attend and who are committed to coming and are going to join us. But every woman I've talked to about this retreat and including the women who I've spoken to in the last little while, because you've all really inspired me. And deciding to run a retreat has been a dream come true. And that means that, when it's time to lead someone into that healing space, it makes me, as one of your facilitators and one of your it makes me um, really aware of my own work and my own stuff and the stuff that I need to um, put aside or take care of. And so, what it's done is you guys have held me accountable, and I really, really appreciate that um, because it's made me do things for myself that I hesitate and I hum and haw about. So, the way any of you might. So, I'm really I've got a lot of gratitude to all of you for that. And another thing, I was talking over lunch with a dear friend of mine, Kathy Dang. Kathy, if you're watching, hi. Um, and I just wanted to bring this up because I thought it was such great insight that I really hadn't even thought about. What I questioned, what is this pull that I have towards running a retreat or being part of that and facilitating that for other women? And what I realized was that for me, it feels entirely natural. Now, it brings up some stuff for other people. People are like, oh, it's too far or expensive or whatever it is. What, right? You might see it as like, oh, yeah, it's this big fancy retreat that you're going on. But when we were talking, Kathy said to me, I used to love going on retreats through my church when I was a teenager. And that was like a highlight of my childhood. And I thought, isn't that funny? Wow, isn't that amazing? That's not something that we think about. That's not something that I think about, really. Um, that every ancient tradition, every religion in the world um, creates retreats. This is a tradition. If you're a Buddhist, if you're a Hindu, if you're a Muslim, whatever it might be, or maybe it's not about religion at all. Every spiritual type practice or every personal development type practice, ancient traditions have always dictated that it requires and it um, is so beneficial for your own personal development to go into retreat for a while, because that means you can go really deep and that you have silence and you have what you need, right? While you can have that silence. So, we all have these really busy modern lives, right? Especially if you live in the city and especially if you or live in and around the city. Um, and I think that we've kind of lost that. Um, my husband's his aunt Norma, who's going to be 90 in a few months, she always talks about her church retreat that she goes to every summer. And she makes time for that. And she's a busy woman, she takes care of a lot of people. But I just thought it was really beautiful and insightful for my friend to bring that up, because it was such a regular thing and a normal thing for her to do as a kid. And I remember going to church retreats, because I went to a private all girls school, and you know it's not by any means about the religion of it, but I think that that's something that's a beautiful tradition that's kind of been lacking in our society, and I'm really glad to be able to take part in creating that space in a different way, or in a just not really a different way, just in a way that's true to who I am and who Dr. Sonia is, and who all the women who are coming and who we've talked to about it are. And so we get to do that, and I'm really excited. And so I just wanted to also just say thank you to all of you who have been following this journey, and we plan to run more retreats in the future. And it's the last call for registration. We do have for sure one spot left. We could squeeze in two. So these are the last spots, and after that we're sold out, and sales are going to end at 2 p.m. tomorrow. That's Friday, June 16th, because we need a week to finalize the food, which is the most important part. All the wonderful traditional Mexican food that are accommodating food restrictions and everything. It's got to be settled tomorrow. So last call, countdown to Baja is the code, and please come. We'd love to have you. Okay, take care. See you there.